and gentlemen, there's a lot of things going on right now. I don't really know what's happening, but this is a special episode of the Four Corners. I'm K Marvel.
As you know, this is the good old QS.
I'm the Big Stretch, aka Stretchington Muldoon the Third.
Jeez.
I'm Striker Dragoon.
Oh, and I'll just say it again. We are the Four Corners of Commentary. So this is all about the Royal Rumble. So we are. Oh wait, actually, correct. I apologize.
Just
I apologize.
before we get into the semantics of the event, the Royal Rumble, well, we here at the Four Corners of Commentary just want to give our condolences and respects to the families of two legends that we lost recently. We want to give respects and condolences to the families of Larry King, who is obviously a legendary broadcaster, and Cicely Tyson, who is a legendary actress. Both of you will be missed, and thank you for your contributions to the entertainment industry.
Fact. Thank you. So, damn, we had. I feel like our last episode we had something sad. This episode we started with something sad. Man, what is happening?
We're going to start off with something that all wrestling fans can enjoy. It is one of my favorite events of the year. It is the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
I don't have the crowd.
Of course you don't have that.
Yeah,
Post production. Don't worry.
You should have said something. Let me know.
Post production.
But yeah, so this year's Rumble is, personally, I feel like it's very similar to the past year's Rumbles, where it is quite unexpected, and this is what we're looking forward to. This is what people love about the Rumble: the unpredictability of what can happen, the matchups that we didn't think that could happen. There's a lot going on. So, how y'all want to approach this? Do you want to talk about the women's and men's Royal Rumble first, and then get into some of the matches? How y'all want to play it?
Let's do the matches first, I think.
Right.
You can do the matches.
Yeah.
All right.
Say the Royal Rumble for last.
You know what? We've been starting off with a trend with introducing the bad stuff first. Let's get the bad stuff first out of the way as far as the card goes. So the first match we should talk about is Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg for the WWE. What is that?
That is
WWE Universal Championship.
On paper,
WWE Championship. Excuse me.
Yes, Universal Championship.
Sir.
On paper, it is.
Your tribal chief would be
worst
ashamed.
match on the card.
Yeah.
On paper, and I guess some would say figuratively and literally, it's the worst match on the card. But I am gonna go with a strong bet. I believe that this is just another way to help just get Drew over. Like this, Drew's already over already, but I think that they're still gonna make the right decision and just let Drew go over on Goldberg. He's gonna still retain the championship. And we're just gonna see what happens for him at WrestleMania. Like this is, like I said, this is Drew's year. It's his year. He's red hot. He's having a hell of a run as a face. I mean, we already know what he can do as a heel, but like as a face, he's doing the damn thing. He's fitting into the mold of a champion. And what better way to help get this rub over him or more than you going against, as he's one of the worst workers, but still one of the most impactful workers in the business. That was Bill Goldberg himself. Like back in the day of WCW, this guy was basically everyone's Superman at a point in time. So what better way to help get the Scottish psychopath over, the Scottish warrior over, by just taking down.
I still think he's a psychopath.
Can't even say he's a psychopath anymore. He's just a Scottish warrior. Like he's Braveheart now. He's Braveheart. He's wrestling's Braveheart. So why not let him go? Let him go over on Goldberg. I think Goldberg's gonna probably hit him with a couple of spears. Gonna try to hit him put a jackhammer. Drew's gonna kick out, and it's gonna just take one Claymore to end it. That's how I call it.
You think it's just gonna be one Claymore? That's it?
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe one Claymore is enough. That's gonna be
nah. I think it's gonna have to be more than one Claymore.
I don't think so. I don't think, because again, if I remember correctly, all it took was one Claymore to even take out Lesnar.
I thought it was more than that.
Well, no, I think it took one. I
Was
Can't
it?
I
even
think it really took one.
go back and watch, but
Yeah, I think it took one
there's one
because
thing that
for the majority of the time, Drew took a lot of F5s and he kicked out of every single one of them.
that is true.
So I think it really just all it just takes is that
I
one.
do remember that.
All it takes is that one claymore to just end it.
There is one thing that gives me pause about this match, um, and that's the WWE Network is now on the NBC platform Peacock TV, and it
Right.
is worth $1 billion.
Right.
And the WWE is no strangers to putting over somebody who has bigger name value with more people.
Right.
And
Right.
I could easily see Goldberg winning this match because of that deal alone. And that scares the hell out of me.
Right.
I'm not sure. I want to say like the logical version, obviously, my thinking should say that Drew McIntyre wins this. But knowing this company, I wouldn't be surprised if Goldberg won.
It's like
I hope he doesn't.
but it's like even if he does win, it's like at this point it'll be like, what would be the point? Because you know you're gonna have everybody enraged.
Yeah.
Just
Who is
for him to
he?
lose
Who's
again
he
at
gonna
WrestleMania,
face?
Like they
The
just did it
Fiend,
the
Not
last
a
time.
Rumble, yeah.
Who's he gonna
They did
fight?
this the
Fiend.
last time with Goldberg when he was
No one. No one cares about that. Like, don't get me wrong. I want to see the Fiend, um, like retake the belt. But
I don't even think they care
come
about that.
on, like,
I'm not even.
it's
The thing
not
is, I'm not even
even
speaking about the Fiend yet.
no. There's more. There's there's better people for him to interact with.
I think also that on the grand scale, like to kind of your point stretches, I think if it's the like yes the Peacock deal is over worth $1 billion. Shout out to WWE. Clearly, they one thing they know how to do is make money, no
Right.
matter what. They know how to get the bag, no matter in any way, shape, or form.
They
But
make money in spite of themselves.
Right.
hey,
To
but I
be quite
also
honest.
think, but I also think with as many of the viewers that are, especially on these streaming services, that are especially with families, I think a lot of the families and kids they already gravitating to Drew. They're gravitating him because he's like I said, he's one of these newest eras, new for the new generation of kids coming up watching wrestling. He's partially their Superman too. Like,
Right.
and you can literally see it in his promos. You can see it in his promos. You can see it in his interviews outside of wrestling. Like he's fitting into the mold well. So I think this is just. I want to say that this is probably Goldberg's way of just like passing the torch away to him, even though he really never had the torch. But in a sense, he's still technically
I
a legend.
mean,
So you have to just give it to him. Give it to him. It's like, yo, you're the new guy. You're the one you're in this position. You can handle it. Take it. Like this, like we already know. Like I know everybody's scared and everybody thinks Goldberg is really gonna win, but I really don't think he's gonna win this one. I think they're just like, yeah, he gets probably his 2 title shots, twice a year, and loses them both. That's it. I think he's gonna lose this one, and it's okay.
He has one more
Like,
as well.
because ultimately, I really do think that they would want if Goldberg had to go and win a championship, they're gonna piss everybody off and make him take it off Roman's hands. That's gonna be even more nuclear heat than what it is over here with Drew. Like I think Drew's okay. I'm gonna be the hopeful one.
I think he is too.
I think he'll come out a winner.
I think he will too. I'm pretty sure he will. I don't see there's no reason for him to lose.
Yeah.
I'm going with Drew.
Then again, we
Yeah,
said
I
that with the
wouldn't be
Fiend.
surprised if Goldberg won this match. That's all I'm
I
saying.
mean, and if he does,
Going with Drew.
and if he does lose, it's gonna be funny as hell to me to just see all the reactions. That's just what's gonna be funny.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
That's gonna be a trip.
Ooh, they're gonna
Angry
be
wrestling fan is a funny wrestling fan.
Ooh, they're gonna be angry.
Mm.
But I
I'm
mean,
gonna cancel my subscription only to watch the next.
anyway,
Right.
right after, like,
Can't cancel it
Oh,
now.
the
You got the
elimination
office.
chamber.
Cheaper now too. Well, it'll be
True.
cheaper in March.
All right. So then let's touch on the Universal title. So we got Kevin Owens versus.
Just to be clear, before we get to the Universal Championship match, don't mean to cut you off. Is that 4 yays for Drew McIntyre?
Oh yeah.
Four.
4?
Yeah.
All right. little sloppy there, but we'll
Yeah,
get
that was
there.
sloppy. I gotta remember which button is which. You have to.
You gotta mark your button.
Lucky I can't find the ding. Never mind. Found it.
Okay, so Universal Championship match.
We
Take
got
her
new
away.
gear, people. We got new equipment. All right.
You trying?
Kevin Owens versus
All right.
your tribal chief.
Listen. We're not gonna disrespect the head of the table. All right.
I was about to say he's your tribal
Let's
chief.
just he's everyone's tribal chief, sir.
He's my tribal
he's
chief, but,
he's everyone's tribal chief, sir.
He's
All
my
right.
tribal chief.
He's my tribal chief for sure.
it's not mine, but
And he
I
is
get
the
it.
man. As much as
He is the
I
head of the table.
love and respect KO and
I stand with KO.
and
You know what?
I am all about him
Good old
regaining the
Joe.
universal title. But
Good old Joe is
Sir.
not my head of the table until he defeats a certain one of that family. And when that feud happens, and when that happens, then I'll accept it.
sir,
But back to that.
as I do agree with you, he is still currently the head of the table until that
That's-
feud
he's-
begins.
like I said, he's your head of the table. That's great. That's great. I respect it. Let him be your head of the table.
Yours too. He's your head of the table too.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
Everybody's
yeah.
head of the table.
Not at all.
Who?
Not at all. He ain't my tribal chief.
He is.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get the semantics out of the way. He is the man that can divide by zero. He is the man who, to quote Mel Brooks, knows where all the white women are at. He is Roman Reigns.
That's it. That's it.
Well,
Again, Kevin Owens. This is probably still one of the best feuds that is on SmackDown. Period.
It is.
Yep.
To me, it is.
By far, one of the best feuds on
far.
SmackDown, bar none.
right.
I think. Well, we already know. I can already agree that Roman's going to go over.
Come on, man. It's a
He's
tribal
already-
chief.
He's going to be KO.
Big dog.
As much as it would be dope to see KO win this belt, win this title, like even get a win off of Roman, I don't see it happening now.
Not in the last man standing match.
The
No.
build up to the match has been very interesting because they've been going off of the story of how KO has been like this pest that he
Right.
can't
Right.
keep down.
Yeah, he just can't be down. So it's like the only way to try to like end this is, I guess, for the
Last
last
man
man
standing
standing
match.
Right.
And that's where you got to really see, like, is it really going to be it? Is really going to be the end
And
of
this
KO, or
is
KO
KO's forte.
Right.
So-
Exactly.
I think Roman's going to win, but KO is going to look very strong in defeat. And
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
you can't really ask for much more than that. I think.
honestly, I think
turn.
KO, the only way he's going to lose this is, of course, is because of the family is going to get involved. You already know. It's either Jay or is it Jimmy? Which one is it?
Jay.
Jay's the one that's
Jay is the one that's
yeah,
not in.
that's not injured.
It could be
Easy
Jimmy
mistake.
too.
They're twins.
They both. I still feel.
Could
that
be Jimmy
is
too.
gonna be- Jimmy could end up probably getting into this as well. I do believe so. I
True.
believe that he's
We'll see
they
why
will
it
probably
wouldn't.
come in, and this is where it also starts his actual stable of the tribe.
Right.
And he's not like the true tribal chief. Like I know this is going. This is where it's going to go into that direction.
Right. There's a bigger picture.
Yeah, there's a bigger picture because I mean, like I said, like he keeps calling himself, the head of the table. He's the tribal chief. If they disrespect you, they're disrespecting me, and we have a problem if you're disrespecting me. It's just coming off like that in every promo that he does, and just ultimately, I just hope that all of this is going to lead to the rest of WrestleMania, where we finally actually get him to have a different theme song. He has a whole different. He's going to come out WrestleMania with a whole tribal look. I would hope so.
I mean,
and it's going to be bad. It's going to be badass. I feel like this is what
for
they're
sure.
leading it towards.
For
He's
sure.
it's gonna look crazy. It's gonna look crazy. I know I feel that's what they're gonna do. But I give it Roman's gonna win. I feel like Roman's gonna win. He's gonna be KO. It's not gonna be easy at all. But he's gonna put KO through hell for him to finally like just beat him. I get that.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
I get that.
It's gonna be crazy. Anybody
So
else?
Oh, go
I
ahead.
have a wrench.
You have a wrench like
how
in
he-
your house?
No. I have a wrench in the thought process of how Roman wins. I think he might get a return.
Okay.
During the match?
Yeah.
Who?
House of Black.
Oh,
Could
that would
be.
be an interesting wrinkle to things.
Could be.
It's been a rumor that they've
Could
been
be him
looking
in
to
a
make a
rumble.
big splash with him. That was oddly enough that was going to be my hot take,
A
but
return of who?
Alistair
mean, don't
Black. That would
ruin
be a
it.
good spot for him to return
Just
to.
save it. You don't.
I got plenty of hot takes. I'm a hot take machine.
I bet you are.
I absolutely am.
And that's about it. I mean,
it's a good line of thinking. It's a good guess.
No.
Get
Yeah,
Jay out of there.
For
You
sure.
get Jay out
For
of
help.
there. You know, if Jimmy's gone or if Jimmy pops up and gets knocked out.
Eye patch or no eye patch? I'm just
left.
joking.
No eye patch.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
The Holland Pirate.
I'm so glad we're far removed from that garbage storyline.
Nope. Let's call it what it is. All right, so that's the Universal title. So those are the two.
Wait. So, quick round. Who's gonna win it? Let's just hear it from everybody.
Reigns.
Roman.
Yeah, come on.
Roy. Oh, it's Striker. And that's Roy. So that's 4 Romans, 0 Kevs.
Damn, that breaks my heart.
But I think Kevin's gonna look very strong in the feud.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's see. There is the WWE Women's Tag Match.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the champs,
Sleeper match of the night.
Charlotte, and the Raw Women's Champion Asuka, who went through one hell of a match on Raw. And
this might also be another. This might be another match of the night.
Yeah, versus who are they facing?
Shayna and Nia.
Oh, Shayna and Nia. Yeah.
Baszler.
Yeah, the former champions.
Who will be pulling double duty? All these women, I think, outside of Asuka, will be pulling double duty.
Probably
pulling double duty because they're all in the level.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I want to see Asuka and Charlotte retain. I want to see them retain. It would actually still would be dope to see them retain. Like, you know, honestly, like they, even as faces, I didn't think that as faces if they would actually be able to gel together because as seeing them exposed for so long, you just always saw them as like one is always going to try to be better than the other. But
right.
It's like now it's like even Charlotte's came back, you know, it's a whole different beat. She's really a super face. Like they're hugging each other. It's like it's cool, calm, collected. And it's like they both know they're both like high and mighty. They both know that they're equally the best.
Right.
Both of them. They know that they're the best of the best. So I think it just makes sense. It's like mutual agreement. It's like, well, we're both the best. It doesn't matter. They're not going to beat us. So I think it would be safe to say I go with Asuka and Charlotte again. I'd want as much. I really would want to see Shayna Baszler win that belt back. I'd love to see it again because Shayna and Nia as a tag team, when they won the titles, it was so dope. It was dope the way Shayna even won those titles off Sasha and Bayley. Mm-hmm. It was amazing. That double Kakita clutch that she does, that was literally like insane. But that was like an OMG moment of that night. But I also like figured, you know, even if them getting the belt, I don't want them to go back into that whole range of being like bullies. It's just like, because it's like, what the hell are y'all really doing now? Like you guys instead just like do what y'all were doing before, like be dominant. Y'all came out and were always dominant. When y'all formed this tag team, y'all were like the women's version of Team Hell No. Right. And it's like it didn't work. You think it wasn't going to work, but it worked very well because y'all both were dominant superstars. Y'all both were the most dangerous women on the roster. So just act like it. And then it just started getting into some like high school shit. So I don't really want them to go. It's like that's the only reason why I don't want them to win the belt because I feel like they're going to just regress back into that.
Right.
And I don't want to see that. So I'm just going with Charlotte and Asuka.
I'm going to go with Charlotte and Asuka, but it's funny you mentioned Team Hell No. Nia and Shayna actually remind me a little bit of the Bar. As far as like their dynamic is, because they don't really do any comedy stuff. But this is hard to call for me. It's nowhere near as obvious as the last two matches that we discussed. Well, it doesn't feel as obvious. Let me say that. But I can see Charlotte and Asuka winning, but the wrinkle that I'm thinking could throw that off is Lacey Evans and Ric Flair.
I can see that
because they've been doing like this whole storyline, you know, the whole Anna Nicole Smith storyline with Lacey Evans and Ric Flair, which is cringeworthy, but we're not going to go into that. But that could play into the match as well. Lacey Evans may come down with Father Flair and do some stuff there. So it'd be interesting to see.
Right.
But I think Charlotte and Asuka are going to win and retain their belts.
I really don't know. I feel like either one is a good look. I feel like they actually have enough opponents on all the rosters to where it really doesn't matter who wins. Because regardless, I think either team can put on wonderful matches with any tag team in any division or any brand. Yeah, I feel like all the titles are going to be retained, but I'm gonna go off the grain. So I'm gonna say they're gonna sneak out a win somehow. Shayna and Nia.
No, we have our first disagreement.
I think there's gonna be I don't know. Like I feel like the obvious is that Charlotte and Asuka are gonna win. Um, and I don't necessarily disagree with it, but I'm only putting my money on them because I feel like that needs to be the upset of the night.
Okay.
Call it an upset. Champions win, but
true.
But they are.
But I mean, an
not
upset
booked
as in
nearly as
like
dominant.
It
Right.
could go either which way.
Yeah, they don't
Right.
have momentum on their side as far as
Ye-
like the recent dealings. They've
Right.
yeah.
But I do think that I think out of all of these title matches, to me, this would be the most logical title change.
Okay.
So that's who I'm going with.
Could be. We'll see.
Huh. Got another wrench, but it won't happen to WrestleMania.
Who are you, Monkey Bone? Throwback. Who remembers that movie?
Throwback. I definitely. Brendan Fraser.
Nope.
I also think Asuka and Charlotte loses. You have
loses.
Issue. Yeah, loses the match. Loses
okay.
the match. Sorry. Yeah. I think Shayna and Nia win the match, but I think as you guys said, you have the Lacey Evans issue, and then now you have Asuka and Alexa Bliss now. That can pull them away from that championship as quickly as possible, depending on who wants to interfere. I also think you're going to end up keeping Charlotte in the tag team hunt, but I think by WrestleMania time, she's going to get her perfect partner. And
Becky?
That may end up being the return of Becky Lynch, exactly.
I mean, she does have a newborn. I don't think she's gonna pull away that soon.
All depends.
That's my opinion. I don't.
It's
really
wrestling,
know, obviously. Yeah.
But that's my little wrinkle in that. Yeah. But yes, I believe Shayna and I deserve the tag team championships back. I think Charlotte and Asuka have too many affairs separately, and they're not going to turn them heel. So they're not going to turn them against each other, but they're going to be focused on different feuds at that point.
Right.
So that'll split them apart.
All right, so that's 2-2 split.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's just go down the line for clarification.
Right.
All in favor of Charlotte and Asuka, raise thy hand. I got Charlotte and Asuka. All in favor of Shayna and Nia, raise thy hand.
Okay. So we're just 2-2 right here.
Never specified how.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
2-2. Split down the middle.
So what's the next match?
So the next matches are the Royal Rumble matches. So
Ooh.
Women?
There's women's and there's men's.
I just want to hold on before we even announce that. I find it interesting. They took off Sasha versus Carmella off the match.
I don't think they announced it.
I don't know if that was ever for the Rumble.
Could be on. Could
announce it tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
so we'll see if there are any more matches added to the card.
Right.
So this is obviously filmed
from
on
what we're working with now. This is a live show, and we only see 5 matches, people.
Right. So,
So we're talking about those 5 matches.
which one do we want to go on? We want to start on the women, or we want to start with the men?
I mean, ladies
Maybe do
first.
the women.
I think we
Yeah.
should start with
Ladies
first.
first.
Yeah.
So,
There's a-
all right, this is gonna be fun for everybody. So,
Just-
this
just
is how
as
we're
a-
gonna play
just-
this one.
Okay, go ahead. He wanted to get that rumble sound out there.
Yeah, I really did.
Yeah.
I really
Make
did.
that
I
a little
think
louder, buddy.
He wanted to get that rumble out there.
make it a little loud. I will blast this entire.
It was fine. It was just fine.
Look,
No,
it was perfect.
No, with the women's Royal Rumble, we only know 12 of the participants, and there's 30 women here. So
Jeez.
Right.
I definitely think they're going to be pulling from the NXT pool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I could definitely imagine. I can tell you over it. I definitely can see Tegan Knox in here in that Royal Rumble match.
She's
Oh,
injured.
I don't think so.
She's hurt.
She's hurt. ACL.
Wrong Tegan. Wrong, not Tegan Knox. I apologize.
Wrong Tegan Knox.
No, I mean like wrong because I'm thinking about somebody else. I was thinking about Shotzi Blackheart. That's what I
Oh
was
yeah, I could definitely see
No
Shotzi.
comparison though.
Fake.
I
think-
see Shotzi Blackheart in there. I
Was
can see
Dakota Dakota wasn't in it last year?
I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
I could definitely see either her or Raquel in it this year.
I can see
Yeah,
them
I can
both
see
in
them
it.
in it.
I can see
Rhea.
them both in it.
Candice LeRae, I can see.
Candice
it.
LeRae.
Exactly.
I don't think Candice is going to be in this one.
I think
think-
Candice is going to be in it.
Safe. It's safe to put her in.
Rhea's in it.
Rhea's gonna be the surprise entrance because she's definitely getting
Yeah.
called up. So you know she's got. She knows she's
Either that or show up on one of the shows next week.
Mhm.
right. So I can see Rhea in there. I can see I can
Legend
even see-
return.
I can see Tony Storm. The only legends I can see returning,
I see
it would
Trish.
either be. No, I don't see. I think Trish is officially
I think
done.
Trish
Trish.
is done. I don't think she's going to come
Trish.
I
back.
think Trish is done, bro. I think she's done.
I think.
Maybe Eve.
Uh,
I didn't say I wanted.
You mean Eva Marie?
no,
I
Eve
think
Torres.
so.
Could
No.
return.
Eve
Could
Torres.
return.
Eve
She's
Torres
definitely signed to the company.
probably could come back.
return.
Eva Marie is definitely signed.
Eva Marie could return.
Apparently, she's
She's signed to the
A
company.
whole hell of a lot.
evidently.
He signed and
better
training.
than before.
Oh, that's,
Alright,
what happens,
well-
that's what happens when you take her off TV
Well,
and
then
train
let's
her.
do it like this. We all pick one person
To
who we
win?
think is going to be in the bottom four.
For the
Mm,
final four.
Final
Why don't we
four,
just-
yeah.
Let's just pick our final fours.
Cause I don't know, man. Cause we don't know who's gonna be in it.
Oh, basically, like we have to pick one, and that's like
One each, yeah.
Oh, each and it'll be a final
Yeah.
four.
Okay,
so-
I'll start it
Fair
off.
All
I'll
right.
start it off.
I feel like I
Bianca
already
Belair.
know where you're going. Yeah.
Bianca
Bianca
Belair.
They-
Bianca Belair.
I don't know. Maybe.
yeah, I could. she's definitely in
Maybe.
the
She's a
final four.
Strong
Yeah.
category.
For
Strong.
sure. I'm gonna go with Alexa Bliss. I
a
think.
very strong choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very strong choice too.
I just think that's one of the right ways to go right now
Mm.
between her and Bianca. Those are my. Yeah, I'm going with Alexa. Pain.
Rhea for me.
I can see that.
Rhea Ripley for you.
I can see that.
Not that I think that this person will have an impact on anything going forward, but because they need bodies for the match, Nikki Bella.
Okay, I can see that.
That's good. That's a good pick.
Need
Honestly,
bodies for the match.
I don't think I'd be surprised if Tony Storm was one of them too. But
I wanted to see Tony
I don't think
Storm
so.
there and Mercedes Martinez. I wanted to see them in there as well.
that's
Yeah,
gonna be
well,
bonkers.
Let me call them by their proper stage name. Reckoning is going to be in the match probably.
Yeah.
Reckoning-
Retribution.
Yes. Reckoning.
Miriam.
Um,
Sir,
I
they are
wouldn't be
not the same
surprised.
person.
I wouldn't be
That's
surprised.
throat cold.
Don't be
I wouldn't be
disrespectful.
surprised for the legend
Dry throat.
callbacks. The legends that's going to be in. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be Molly Holly. If
Yeah,
it's gonna be,
good call.
As you said, Nikki Bella. I wouldn't be surprised to see Melina. I wouldn't
Yeah,
even be
I can
surprised.
see
to
Melina.
Lena's a good pick. Wow.
I still wouldn't even be surprised to even see if they allow if Michelle McCool comes back and just like joins in.
Yeah,
wouldn't be
I can see
surprised.
that.
I can see it
Yeah,
too.
just
You know
Just
who I
Iran
think is
to
going to be in
Taker.
this match, just because of the geography of where we're at with COVID and stuff, and Kyle is especially going to love this one. Alicia
Oh,
Fox
I
is
know who.
going to be in this match most likely.
Alicia Fox.
yeah, it would be great. All right, so with
Noam
the
Dar's
men's,
contribution to
all
I can
right,
listen to that
so
man say Alicia Fox for 10 hours straight and never get bored of it.
anyways,
Alicia Fox.
oh god, that was so weird.
Beautiful Alicia Fox.
Please stop reminding me
Fox.
of that. Stop.
Fox.
Surprise entrance. Should we do that too? Oh no, we did.
Yeah,
Kinda
we
did,
kind of
didn't
we touched on it.
Legends.
We touched
Yeah, we
on
did.
it.
Yeah, we touched.
So overall,
So who's winning it?
I go with Bianca Belair still.
I think it's gonna be one of the two. I think it's either gonna be Bianca or Alexa.
Thinking Bianca.
I'm saying Rhea Ripley.
Okay,
I think
can
Rhea
see
Ripley's
that.
gonna
Wow.
I can see that.
Rhea
Wow.
Ripley is my pick.
All right,
Wow.
cool. So for the men's Royal Rumble,
Oof.
Gotcha. Let's
That's
look at
gonna
this
be
list.
so up in the
That's
air.
hard.
So up
Yeah.
in the air. Let's do surprises first. Mine is Booker T.
Oh yeah, because Bad Bunny is gonna be there
Yeah,
performing the freaking song.
yeah.
So
Booker
Right.
T's
Booker T
definitely
is a
gonna
safe
be
choice, I think.
definitely
Safe.
gonna
What
be in the
surprise?
Rumble. I
Mine
don't
is
know.
Aleister Black.
Yeah, safe choice
Mine is Aleister
for
Black.
sure.
Surprise entrance.
Shaq.
I'll go with Christian.
Really?
I'll go with Christian.
If he's
Christian?
cleared, yeah, for sure.
If he's cleared, yeah. I can go with that. I can see him in there.
Oh.
Wow, that's a dark horse.
Snoop.
And you know what? It's so like weird
Snoop
because it's
with the
like
Snoop splash.
only because with the men, there's not they're not as like dwindled as it was with as it is with the women, like where
Right.
they have to pull legends.
Man, I don't know. Like, there's some guys that because there's 17 names announced for this.
Right.
So
And
I
it's
think that there's some
There,
guys.
no, there's definitely solid
you
picks
throw
in,
in there,
that.
the picks, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's just I just like, especially though when it comes to like, surprise entrance, like, like legends, can't really like, I wouldn't say there's legends, there's not much legends to choose from. It's just all the legends we know they're really past their prime. So it's just like, are we really going to like try to keep digging for the Attitude Era legends?
Right.
It's like, I think we're past that now.
We're gonna see some NXT guys, I think, in Rumble as well.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Look.
I think
Whoa.
the super surprise would be Walter.
Yeah.
I would want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to.
I would want to see that.
He's not coming here anymore.
I think my two,
He might.
and I know I said who did I say earlier?
We're doing surprise entrance, right?
Yeah, I forgot who I said
Okay.
earlier. Oh man.
You said Booker T.
I did say Booker T. I think when it comes to NXT, Damian Priest
Yeah,
for sure.
that's the guy I was thinking of when I said that.
And either one or two
You
might see
people.
him Friday.
It would either be Walter or it would be Dexter Loomis.
That's
Very good choice.
Maybe.
Or
I'm gonna have another wrench.
Because the Dexter and the
Carry-
Fiend interaction, that would be crazy.
Karrion Cross.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean,
that would be
think-
that would definitely be it would be a good Royal Rumble entry. But
he would
like,
need to win.
He would need to
He
win,
doesn't
but
need
like,
to
at
win.
the same time,
He has
I wouldn't want them to. I don't even want him to waste Karrion Cross on the Royal Rumble. Like that's.
I don't see Karrion Cross in Rumble. Personally speaking, I don't think it's a bad pick, but I don't see it.
I think the first Royal Rumble he's in, he wins. If they want to make him the monster he deserves
So
to
I
be,
get two, right?
I would
get two
put
picks?
him. I would make him win. I would make him win his very first Rumble.
We could do another round. You pick
I got
Karrion.
two
You pick
picks?
Karrion
Yeah.
Cross, and
I kind of picked
another
two, so
guy.
go
We
ahead.
go back around the horn. Why not?
Okay, so then I'll start for the second portion.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sue us.
Adam Cole. That's what I was.
Baby.
That's what I was
Oh,
another guy.
baby.
Wait, hold on. To be honest, I don't think Adam Cole's going to be in a Rumble. I think
don't
one of
think
the
so?
other members are going to be in a Rumble.
Who?
This
Like O'Reilly,
why
Roderick?
why would Kyle not be in a Rumble?
Kyle O'Reilly can do it. I can see Kyle O'Reilly
Put
getting
Kyle
it.
in the Rumble. This run that he's been going on, give him that spot. Why not?
Yeah.
There's two names from NXT that I think of, and I can easily see either one of these people in the Royal Rumble. It's either Finn Balor or Johnny Gargano.
Yeah,
Very easily.
absolutely.
I don't think they put
There's
that
a lot of
many on the
names that
roster.
could from NXT that could be in the Royal Rumble.
Bronson
Shit,
Reed.
I wouldn't be
Bronson
surprised.
Reed
I
is
would
the
say
guy.
Bronson Reed.
See that?
I would say Bronson
wouldn't be
Reed.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Velveteen Dream was in the Rumble.
I wouldn't
wouldn't be
either.
I wouldn't be
You
either.
know who else I wouldn't be surprised? Troy's boy.
Oh,
Excuse me,
Ah!
Striker's boy. Striker's boy.
Grimes.
Excuse me.
To
To
the
the
moon.
moon.
Cameron Grimes.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked.
You know what? Cameron
That
Make sure
Grimes,
talent
that's
A
pool.
good
Cameron
pick.
Grimes is going to be
Make
in the
sure
final
that's
four.
visible.
He's going to be in the final four. That's going to be.
He's gonna
that's
be in the
gonna piss
final
him off
two.
so much.
Cameron Grimes.
It's gonna be him and Santino. Those are gonna be the final two of the Royal Rumble. Oh man, you got any surprises, QS?
I mean, I wouldn't even say it's a surprise. It's the most obvious surprise of all. We already know Randy's in the Rumble. We already know Randy's gonna get
He
we know Randy's
he's
not gonna
confirmed
win.
already.
I mean, we
Oh,
know he's
you're talking
confirmed.
about the Fiend. Okay.
Yeah, we know we already know the Fiend's gonna cost him the match, the Rumble. It's gonna be like it's like Taker 2.0. It's
Okay.
like you're gonna see the sound come in and Mans is gonna like be like all over the place, and then somebody's just gonna throw him over.
All right. So here's my question for you: Is the Fiend in the Rumble, or
No.
is he like
No,
one of the?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
no.
All right.
You know, when it comes to any of these supernatural characters and they're supposed to be dead, you don't surprise them the dead. You don't surprise bring the dead back at the Royal Rumble. You start the vignette. You bring them back at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
Why? Why? Taker came back. Taker came back at the Rumble.
He came back at the end of the Royal Rumble.
He when he broke the casket down.
At the end of the Royal Rumble. At
Yeah.
the end.
So
Not in the match.
I have an idea.
right,
The
but
show's
why?
over.
But why
The
would?
show's over.
Okay,
It's
but
done.
why would the Fiend
Alright.
not attack
There's
Randy?
no need.
And
There's
then
no need. This is how you build. This is how you build it up.
There's
Build
multiple ways
anticipation.
that this thing could happen. He could distract Randy Orton. He can attack him. I don't see the Fiend
there's a
in the
lot.
match.
Yeah.
I
To
just
me,
don't-
it's like he doesn't
I
really
don't-
need it.
There's
but-
no need for him to be in the Rumble for what? Like,
Let Troy's got an idea. Let him get his idea out.
Lights go out.
It doesn't matter. Sorry.
Wait, Randy is in the ring. I want to say maybe him and 5 other people. Lights go out. Everybody but Randy is knocked unconscious, or at least knocked out for a few seconds. The Fiend and him, do their little squabble in the ring or whatever. By the time the lights go out and come back on again, Randy's halfway over the top rope, probably gone at that moment. And you're going to see whoever it is throws him out. But it could be one of the 5 guys that throws him out. So he doesn't have to be in the Rumble, but he's definitely costing Randy a spot.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to have the Bird Mask appearance or something of the sort, because I keep reminding y'all, even though we had the whole burnt down Fiend situation, remember the playhouse or the funhouse, dude. Remember the funhouse? He was having this little vignette, and he had a clip of Kane that had flashed, and he cut it off real quick. He said, "Oh, I wasn't supposed to show you that." So I think he's going to come back with a brand new appearance, and definitely something so gruesome that it will scare everybody, even Randy Orton.
I agree.
All right. So then let's do bottom 4. I'm gonna start
Final
off
4.
this time. Final, whatever, man. Y'all know what I meant. Final 4.
No, bottom 4 sounds like
Shush.
First 4 people eliminated.
Whatever.
We could do that too, but
That's
go
mad
ahead.
work.
I have
I'ma
one more
go with
kicker
my-
after the
I'm gonna
final
go with
four.
my man Keith Lee. Got to do it.
Ooh, good choice.
Got to do it.
Great
Keith Lee
choice.
has to be the bottom 4 this year.
Wait. Oh, that list is so obvious, though. Go ahead.
I
I'll
think
go with Randy.
Oh,
I'll
oh.
go Randy in the bottom 4.
Oof. They gonna keep him that long?
I'm
Is
stuck between two SmackDown superstars,
Oh boy, go ahead, say him.
one of which who I think is going to win the match.
damn. Oh,
I'm going with Daniel Bryan in the Final Four.
yeah, that was the obvious one.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna
I
say
think
that.
Daniel Bryan is going to be in the Final Four. Call me a Mark, call me
Um,
a Stan, whatever. I think he's going to be in the Final Four. Yeah.
Go ahead, K Marvel.
I did mine. Didn't I say Keith
Oh,
Lee?
you said Keith
Your
Lee.
turn.
Okay. Okay, so I'll do the one that K
Wait,
Marvel
huh?
didn't do.
What? Wait, what? I'm so
I
lost.
said
No,
I'll do the one that K Marvel did not
We're
do.
doing a four still, right?
Right.
Oh,
right.
who?
Big E.
Oh, yeah,
Because I'm
yeah, yeah,
surprised
yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't
I
mention
think
him.
so.
Yeah, well, Keith Lee is who I think is going to be in the four.
I don't think Pete. I don't see Big E Final Four.
I
bro.
can't. Honestly,
I mean, I don't see Randy Orton in the Final
the
Four.
the
I do.
That's
yeah,
too
it's
late.
our opinions.
That's actually more.
Yeah, I mean,
I see. But Randy Orton being in the Final Four is actually
the other person I was thinking of for Final Four, Shinsuke Nakamura,
Mm,
yeah.
because
true.
he
I
looked
can
really
see-
strong and he has a beef. Like
So
he has a,
honestly, so can Cesaro. Cesaro has every right to be in the final four also.
Cesaro's got momentum as well. Lashley,
So
I think is a dark horse.
yep,
Ashley's
yeah,
another one
To
for
too.
be in
sure.
the Final Four. I think Lashley's a dark horse.
You know what? I
We
mean,
have a lot
it's
of
like
bigger
everything. With,
bodies in this Royal Rumble.
yeah,
You
We
know,
have a lot of bigger bodies in this.
okay, so I have two more things. Number one, we gotta do a hot take. As far as like surprise or what do you think something's gonna happen, like a bold prediction. Two, who do you think is gonna come in number one in each match?
wait,
We didn't do
so
that.
Didn't they announce it?
no, they're
I thought
announcing
they said
it.
they were announcing
They're announcing number
announcing it
30.
No, Saturday they're announcing 1, 2,
Oh, are
and
they?
30.
Oh, I thought they were doing. Oh, well, never mind then. Forget
Yeah.
it.
I think the women's match was supposed to be 1 and 2.
No, they're
And then-
on both of
They do it
them.
for
They're
both.
announcing 1, 2,
Okay,
and 30.
so cool. Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
So
So,
I guess if we predict right, somebody
Man.
buys lunch for
Nah,
everybody else,
man, I ain't buying lunch for y'all. Times are hard, bruh.
I
It's
say-
COVID. What
I
you
say
mean?
For the women, I'd say number one for the women would be Shayna. I'd put Shayna at number one.
Mm.
Shayna at number one. For the men at number one, I would put Daniel Bryan.
Mm.
Yeah,
That was my pick too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put Daniel at number one. Put Daniel Bryan at number one. See how that works.
For the women, I have Natalia at number one,
Mm.
and Daniel Bryan for number one for the men.
You know,
I say Daniel Bryan runs the table.
That'll
you
be
know,
Personally,
no one ever gives Natalia the credit that she deserves.
She's
very underrated.
awesome.
Very underrated.
She really
You know
is.
what? I'd like to change my
She's-
pick for number one.
No,
Give
too
me
late.
Ruby
Too
Riott.
late. Too late.
Number one.
Oh, that's.
Ruby
Give me
Riott.
Ruby Riott.
Excuse me. I hate
Why the
you. That
hell
was
not?
mine.
Because I think Natalia came in at number one in the past Rumble.
She did. Oh, 1 or 2. One of them.
I think Daniel like getting from number one and winning the whole thing. That's actually the most believable story that's there.
Yeah.
Because it still sets up for him versus Roman at WrestleMania, even though he's gonna lose. But that's just the point.
So
the inevitable run.
I think I also think the first one for the women is Ruby. For the men, God, there's so many freaking wrestlers. I'm gonna go with Cesaro.
Good choice. Good choice.
Hmm.
For the women, I have a very strong pick for number one. Bailey.
Mm.
Put Bailey in at number one.
Okay.
Okay.
No. Damn, I could change it, but I'm gonna do that later. Let me see.
What? Just change it
And for the
now.
men, okay. I mean, well, the 1 and the 2 might coincide, so that's why I said that. But if I
we're picking a
change it,
2-2. I don't know, man.
if I change, oh, you know what? So let's do the
Izzy.
first pick
Izzy
and the
is
last
number
pick.
2.
No. So I'm changing my first pick. Make it Bianca. Let her run the table.
You would hope.
It would add to her character.
She was the
And for the
longest
men-
in the Royal Rumble. Get it?
Oh, sorry.
That totally works.
Nah, Bianca.
Oh, Bianca the longest.
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
EST.
I think
Oh, shout outs to Montez
first
Ford.
in the men's Rumble
Can't wait to see him in a Rumble. That's gonna be fun.
will be. I think the first in the men's will be Jay Uso.
yeah, get him out early.
That. Oh wow, that's.
First will be Jey Uso.
Honestly, Montez Ford could be number one too.
Montez Profits in it?
Montez Ford is
Pretty sure.
Oh yeah, the tag.
Yeah, both of them are in it. I think.
Montez Ford is going to be he's going to be the replacement of Kofi Kingston for this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guarantee you, you're going to see Montez.
There's one thing that I'm bummed out about at the Rumble, that we will not be getting a Kofi Kingston elimination moment.
Yeah,
But
man.
I mean, you could be bummed out about it, but we have John Morrison now too.
We have both of them.
It's true.
It's going to be nuts.
It's true.
You have John Morrison.
We have a lot of people.
But I think Montez
Whole
Ford
hell of a
is
lot
Out
of
of,
people.
out of freak athletes.
Wait,
Yeah, man.
shit! I forgot about.
I'm gonna say it again. We got Keith Lee.
Entrant.
Keith alone, like.
I forgot about a women's surprise entrant. I just brought it up in my head. A surprise entrant for the women. I totally thought one up, and nobody mentioned her. Naomi.
Oh yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
for
a good
sure.
call.
Good call.
For sure.
I thought he was going to go with Lita, honestly. I thought he was about to
Princess of the table. I feel it.
I thought he was about to say Lita, and I was going to close my laptop.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
Winners.
I don't. Winners. Daniel Bryan. I'm going with Daniel Bryan to win it.
Yeah, I'll go with Daniel too. I'll agree with Daniel.
But then there's also
maybe because I want Daniel to win in the Elimination Chamber.
I can see Keith winning in Elimination Chamber.
I can see that too.
Keith in Elimination Chamber.
I don't know, man. I'm going with Cesaro. Cesaro should just win the damn Royal Rumble.
I really think Cesaro is going to win the Royal Rumble?
I don't understand why.
That is a bold pick. I don't think Cesaro.
You really think they're going to pull the trigger?
They should.
The right man needs to win.
They need to.
The right man needs to
pull the trigger on Cesaro and let Cesaro.
The right man needs to win.
You don't think it would be believable that Cesaro can beat Roman Reigns?
That has nothing to do with that.
That has nothing to do with it, but I think it's only because it's
Ryan's gonna retire eventually. You know this, right?
It's a better story for Daniel to win because Daniel has never won a Royal Rumble.
I don't disagree with you. I'm not.
And he has the record.
Let's be honest.
He has the record right now. Anyway,
let's be honest. I completely agree with Shaw that I think Daniel Bryan is going to win the Royal Rumble.
Right.
But
for the sake of being different,
Keith Lee, Cesaro,
they'll get their time.
Adam Cole.
They'll get their time.
I think Lashley is a dark horse. I think Shinsuke Nakamura is a dark horse to win this match.
They'll get their time. I mean, Shinsuke already won.
Braun Strowman, he'll probably be back.
He has.
He already run a Rumble. Yeah.
Positioned him pretty good.
Who?
He doesn't need it. He doesn't need the win. I think he can go to Elimination Chamber.
Who doesn't need the win?
I think Nakamura could use it.
I think he can go
for
to
the Rumble
Elimination Chamber and win.
No, I don't think he'll win two that close together.
So my line of thinking is
I'm sorry, what?
My line of thinking is this. They just turned him face by proxy, and they made him look very strong in that gauntlet match that he won.
True.
Then they basically, for all intents and purposes,
screwed him
out of his position to be number one contender. Mm-hmm. That alone gives him a little bit of momentum. He looked very strong in that gauntlet match. And what better way to get him back to where he was, of that level of relevance, than to have him win the Royal Rumble, or at least have a very strong showing in the Royal Rumble.
Mm.
Another. It will be a second title match at a Rumble at a WrestleMania. Also,
I wouldn't mind seeing him if he gets another title match at WrestleMania. I wouldn't mind seeing him win.
Me neither.
I really wouldn't.
So I have a question on
he should have won it when he was fighting AJ. Personally,
agreed.
But
agreed. Agreed. So in that case, if Shinsuke was to win, who would you rather him face?
Roman Reigns.
Brock.
Roman.
Brock.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
It's history. Wow.
That
You don't
That,
need Brock
that,
Lesnar.
that
no,
could be a good match.
nah. If it's those two in the ring, they're going to clobber each other. Yeah, I
Okay,
gotta see that
so
Brock
that's
and
on
Shinsuke, yeah.
WWE
part of my.
television. I gotta see that.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil anything. I'll wait till we get to the hot take segment, but I don't want to see Brock Lesnar versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the title. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Man, they would
But they
kill
they
each
could
other.
have that
Hell
as a
yeah.
nice marquee match. That'll be nice.
Um,
I'd be more comfortable seeing Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley and seeing
if
Brock.
wait, if
You know
That was
they're
my
not
hot
gonna
take.
do it.
yeah, I know I would too.
That was
You
my
know they're
hot
not.
take.
You know they're
If
not gonna do it.
So
That
if
was my
They're
hot
not
take.
gonna do it.
There might be some interaction at the
You
Royal
say
Rumble.
they're not
No,
going
he
to do
wouldn't.
it.
I
You
wish.
said
I
that.
hope they do it. There might
I
be
just
some
want, I want
interaction at the
everybody
Royal
on this
Rumble.
podcast episode and record to know that it was Striker Dragoon that said they're not going to do it.
They're not
You
gonna
said
do
that.
it.
Nobody else agrees with that.
They're not gonna do it.
We'll
They
see.
need to pull the trigger on that.
We'll see. That's what I think. That was my hot take.
Well,
We'll see.
start it now.
Because
All
you
right.
already
Okay, so we get.
We already
So
got
we can
that
start
one
the
out
hot
of the way.
takes. Okay.
We already
So-
got that one out of the way. So my second hot take, I think Braun Strowman is going to return at the Royal
Yeah.
Rumble.
Ah.
So that's my other hot take. Braun Strowman,
Right.
I think, is going to return at the Royal Rumble.
That's a
But-
great return.
and this is again with me with no intel whatsoever. I'm completely guessing. I have no idea what's going on in Braun Strowman's world. I hope he's okay. He hasn't been on TV in a while, but I think Braun Strowman is going to return at the Royal Rumble.
Well, you know, he did get suspended. You know, he got suspended for beating up Adam Pearce. You know,
Roman
Time
ain't
heals all
getting
wounds.
suspended.
Adam Pearce all wounds. Like Adam Pearce is getting beat up by everybody. That's
Roman-
not. It's not healing anything. It's not.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't make any sense. You're not supposed to beat up your boss. What's wrong with y'all?
Everything.
Oh, all right. I think. Well, Dan, you already took over the hot takes. Braun Strowman is coming back. We do want to see Brock versus Bobby Lashley. I wouldn't be surprised if we get one of the more entertainment aspects of the legends in this Royal Rumble.
I can see
I
that.
wouldn't be surprised if we see the Godfather in this.
Oh,
Wouldn't be
God.
surprised if we see Road Dogg in this either.
Mhm.
They're that desperate for body.
You need legends, right? You need legends, right? It might as well.
I mean, yeah, we got Edge,
They
we
don't-
got Randy
they
Orton.
don't-
He needs
they don't-
legends to
they don't
throw
really
out the
need it.
ring.
They really don't.
I could see
But they-
see
but-
Randy in the ring with a couple legends and
Hold
knocking
on.
them
No,
out. I
right.
could
But
see
here's
that.
the thing. They don't need the legends anymore.
They
They don't.
definitely don't.
Like
They don't. But at
they-
the same time, it's like, why not? Like
that's
serve
what Booker
the
T
Royal
is
Rumble.
for.
It's Royal Rumble. It's just it's
They
anything.
didn't.
Anything
They
can happen.
didn't. But they didn't really rely on them the last like
Oh.
2 years.
I mean,
I just-
you kind of because even last year you had a legend in basically the final three of the Royal,
Edge?
Royal Rumble. Yeah,
Yeah,
Edge.
but Edge is a different case.
No, it's
This
not.
isn't.
He's a legend.
Yes, it is because
No,
it's
no,
not
no.
like
He's
it's
a
a
legend.
one-off. You know what I'm
He's a
saying?
legend
Like
from the Attitude Era, and he came back, and he was in the ring
no,
for
right,
a good portion of those minutes
right.
until the final three,
But
and we almost actually thought Edge was going to win.
Oh,
So
Edge, yeah.
Counts.
Yeah.
right, but this is what I'm saying about Edge. It's not. So there were so many rumbles where like these, the legends come back and it's just a one-off for the rumble. Edge came back and he was wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I
Edge
think
to me
I
is like
think there's a I
part-timer.
think there's a difference when like if he was coming back just for that, like just for the rumble, I wouldn't say a damn thing.
But
You know what I mean?
But but what I'm saying is like there has been legends that are part timers and we've seen it all over the years. They've
Oh
been in the-
yeah.
like my God, HBK was a fucking part timer, and he went. Taker was a part timer. Those two like went almost to the very end. Those two was in the Royal Rumble to the very end, and Taker ended up winning.
It only TV.
Part timers.
But,
They were part timers. They weren't full. They're not. They wasn't like full time, but they were legends.
Mm.
Batista technically was like a part timer. Batista was a part timer, came back and won. It's a part timer. He was a legend. It's just that's the only thing I'm trying to say is like what I'm trying to just get at is that I'm not surprised that legends who have been seen as part timers could also come back, just do a one in, one off, or one even go all the way to the end. I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
I hear you. Sorry about that. Hot take. I don't know, man.
Oh, hot take for the women. Sable's coming back.
Oh God.
That's, yeah, Sable's coming back. I'm telling you, that's gonna blow everybody out the park. Everybody's gonna be like, "Ooh, huh?" You're gonna hear. You're just gonna hear
You
that.
would only imagine.
You're gonna hear that cougar growl, and everybody's just gonna be like, "Wait,
Oh
what?"
God.
Yep, Sable.
I rather
She's
not.
that. She's gonna hit that Sable power bomb, and it's gonna be like everyone's just gonna like lose their minds. And be like, she hasn't missed a beat. Listen, if we can still see Tori Wilson, we can still see Melina, and we can still see Molly
True.
Holly.
Lena, I can see. Sable, absolutely not.
My
I'll
hot
go.
take.
Oh, go ahead. Since
Oh,
you
my
asked
fault. Go
me.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, you thought of something. Go
No,
ahead.
I really didn't. Go ahead. Call it what
Okay.
it is. I was gonna make something up on the spot.
Io Shirai in the Rumble.
No, no.
Maybe,
I think she will be.
maybe it's
I
in
think-
play. Maybe.
I think it's fair to just keep the majority of the champions out.
Yeah, and
I
I will agree with you,
and,
but for
and on top of
prior
that, she can still get
prior
picked.
Rumbles,
Yeah,
once
but
again, I agree.
But she can get picked, so it makes no sense for her to be in a rumble.
She can get what?
She can get
picked.
chosen to
Like, she
to
can-
main event
Are
Are they
WrestleMania.
still keeping that?
Yeah, she can get chosen for that.
Probably.
Okay.
Because I mean,
It'd be
last
stupid if
year,
they
I mean,
didn't.
Charlotte went and chose Rhea when she won the Royal Rumble last year. So it's like
That's true.
we can't we
Yeah.
I'd
So
rather-
Io. Yeah, I don't think
put the
Io's a
chance in.
good.
And it's
Okay.
always and it always takes it away. It's always weird when the champs are like in the Royal Rumble.
Right.
I don't like seeing the champs in there. I would be like, no.
I mean, I
The
agree
main-
with you. I'm just
the
saying for
main-
prior Rumbles, they've done craziness like that.
They have. I'm just saying, like, I just don't want to see the main champ in the
Mhm.
Royal Rumble. That's just weird to me. I'm just like,
Okay.
okay. This
I mean, whatever.
Uh,
That's his hot take.
yeah.
Oh no, well that's another women's Rumble. I think I don't want to do that one. Men's Rumble. Seth Rollins returns in the Rumble.
I could see that happening. That's a definite. Seth, and I could see, wow, nobody said Seth. That's crazy. And Seth can go far too. He can
Yeah.
go far in this.
Yep.
Very. All right. Let's see what rabbit I can pull out of my hat. For le women, I'm gonna say honestly, I think the hot take is that Bianca Belair is going to win the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
It's the most obvious choice.
Yeah.
Now to add on to that, do you think she'll be in the Rumble the longest as well?
No, I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think she's
mean,
gonna
she
run the
could-
table either?
She could be, but I don't know.
I don't think so.
Um,
I think.
Good.
I think if they did that, then she would have to be number one, and it'd be like, all right,
Yeah.
number one, she's there to the very end. She win, and she miraculously wins, or she gets eliminated at the end, but then she just holds the record for the long, as you say, the longest
Right,
time.
right.
Rumble. It's just be like, okay, but I still think she's gonna like
gonna
her
pull the
first
trigger,
debut in
yeah.
the world. I think it's like her first debut. Not her first. It's definitely not her first debut in the Rumble.
No.
She's gonna come in, she's do her things, and she's just gonna go. She probably should have the most impressive showing. And
Well, she has most eliminations, doesn't she?
Isn't that Nia still?
I believe that's still Nia Jax.
Oh,
I believe Nia Jax still has that.
you sure
I
she
remember
didn't tie it?
Nia was dumping people out the Rumble. So
I mean, you know, it could be.
I think Bianca had what 8?
I think
No,
so.
remember I think it was her and Nia were going back and forth actually that Rumble, if I remember correctly.
This is
I remember Nia was dumping bodies, and I remember Bianca came in and she was dumping bodies too. So it's possible.
Sorry, I'm like trying to look it up.
That's the right thing to do.
I will say this: Bianca Belair definitely is eliminating Nia Jax.
Yeah, for
I can
sure.
see that.
After the shit that they pulled with Otis, they basically established her as probably the strongest person in the match
Yeah.
outside of Nia Jax. She's probably going to get rid of Nia Jax by herself.
Lifted that man, no problem.
And for the men, I didn't do that one.
Yep.
Oh man, I don't know. There I'm going
Somebody,
to
somebody in the men,
say
somebody has to beat Roman's record. Somebody in the men has to beat his
not
record.
yet.
I think so. I
Not
don't know if they do it during this Rumble.
not yet.
I mean, he still holds the record for 12.
Yeah, I don't think they need to
Somebody
do
got
it
to
yet.
do it. Somebody got to do
13, I think.
I
Nah,
think
he
it is
got 12.
13.
It's 12.
Well, no, Braun is 13 at the with the 50-man Rumble. I thought.
The greatest Royal Rumble. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he got.
But they don't count. They don't count that. They don't
No,
count
they
that.
Yeah,
do.
yeah, they
They
do.
do.
They
Yes,
do.
they do.
They do.
Brian's longest record is
Is
counted
the
as the
greatest
longest
Royal
Royal
Rumble?
Rumble.
Yup.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I'll say this. I think I'm gonna say that my hot take is that Jimmy comes back. Jimmy
Okay.
Uso. Jim Uso, as my favorite wrestling trio calls him. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he comes back and he gets involved in that last man standing match. It's my hot
Okay.
take. So,
Decent.
well, gentlemen, I don't even know what to say. This has been real.
I mean,
I would do my whole
Y'all
Hogan
have a
impersonation, but it's late.
Say what now?
do y'all
Said I would do my Hogan impersonation, but it's late.
Yeah, nah.
so quick question before we
Okay.
go. Do y'all have any matches you think might get added to the Rumble
Oh yeah,
Carmella versus Sasha could get added.
Riddle versus Lashley for the U.S. Championship.
No, I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're saving that for Raw.
Okay, that's fair.
Maybe possibility.
Only because
tag
honestly,
titles,
because he's
maybe?
in the
I
Rumble.
mean, the tag titles. I don't think they're not adding on to it.
Oh, they're just gonna
Both
throw
don't
them
be in
into
the
the
match.
Rumbles?
Yeah, throw them into the
Okay.
match. Like
They just throwing them in the match.
why
Um,
more double duty than there was already being happening right now.
you're right. All the mid card champions are in the Rumble. That is right. So it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
So it only makes sense.
Um,
It's the Royal Rumble, man. You just focusing on the Rumble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. Except honestly, other than the SmackDown Women's Title, I don't see any other matches being made.
okay.
I don't think they need to. Because most
And I
of the,
mean,
you have
even
you have
SmackDown,
three title matches and the 2 Royal Rumble matches, and their pay-per-views haven't been that long recently, so
Yeah,
that's perfect.
True.
that takes
Very
up-
true.
And the Rumble is usually close to an hour anyway. So
If
both
not
of them.
more.
It
So
takes up- That's what takes up most of the time. The
Yeah.
Rumble. That's
So-
why it doesn't matter.
yeah, I don't think they're gonna add anything. I don't think they need to.
Fair.
Fair.
Yeah, so, but ladies and gents, thank you for tuning into this special episode, this Royal Rumble episode of the Four Corners podcast. Y'all see our socials. We'll put them like on the side somewhere or above or below something. You'll see them. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. All of us.
We're
We
tired.
are tired. It's
very
quite
tired,
late.
man.
It's quite
It's
late.
It's past our bedtime.
Yeah,
It's-
people are getting old.
old men and COVID.
Yeah, man, this is not fun.
Old man and proud, like Goldberg. Don't tell him I said that. Anyway,
He probably wouldn't do anything. It's like
The most he'll do is block you on Twitter. I
the
don't
most he'll do is kill me. You serious?
He'll block you first.
Yeah, for real. So
it's not an Adam Cole Pat McAfee situation.
Nah.
It's
Right.
Right. Pat McAfee is a former,
Sorry,
all
nah.
pro athlete, and I'm just a slub that's laying in his favorite recliner.
all right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. We are the Four Corners of Commentary.
Absolutely.
Later. Boom, 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 boom.
I like turtles.